Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And we back with some more boxing. Now, I did a live stream. Let's just jump right into it. I did a live stream. I was just gonna chill, you know. I was gonna chill, enjoy my day, but can't leave boxing alone. The game needs me. So hopefully, I could do my part and clarify some things. A lot of people, they don't know what's going on. Today, I'll admit, there's a lot of news that came out. So I'm going to try to do my part and help everybody out. So I jump back on here to clarify things. Y'all ready? Gotta stay hydrated. Doing all these new media live streams. Let's do a big purge. Smash the like button. All right. Let me do my best to clarify. Billy Joe Saunders failed a Peds test, right? This is what we do know. But there's a lot of people who are confused about this situation. They don't know what's going on, who to believe. So I'm going to give you my best rundown of what's happening. You guys ready? Buckle up. If y'all want to hear about this situation, the HBO leaving boxing, Billy Joe Saunders, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section so we can get right started? Can I get a hell yeah? And then we'll get right started. I got to make sure you guys are awake and up. I'm trying to bang out these super chats. I mean, not super chats, these live streams. Yo, shit, super chats too. We definitely trying to get that. That gets us to the next level. Y'all want to know what's going on? Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? We just working, people. All right, let's get started. Billy Joe Saunders failed a PED test, first reported by ESPN. That's the first person I traced it back, or the first place that I traced it back to. Right? So you guys see it right there. Hold on, let me fix this size. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of this new media style. We don't just talk about it, we be about it, so the fans can see about it. I like that. You dig? Let's get it. Okay. ESPN website. You guys see it. Hold on. Let me drop this down real quick. All right. Let's get it. ESPN. I'm gonna try to clarify for everybody. Like I said, can't leave boxing alone. The game need me. So leave it to your boy Ego. ESPN website. You guys see right there. It says Saunders fails drug test ahead of Andrade fight. Like I said, this is the first major boxing website that I seen that actually reported this. So we click on it, see what's popping. Should come up, and we'll go through it together. Hold on. New media shit. All right. Billy Joe Saunders fails drug test ahead of title defense against Demetrius Andrade. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Reported by Dan Raphael. Middleweight Billy Joe Saunders world title belt and scheduled defense against mandatory challenger Demetrius Andrade, who's known as Boo Boo, are in jeopardy after Billy Joe Saunders failed a drug test for the banned substance oxyliofren, a stimulant. Saunders Andrade is scheduled to headline a Matchroom boxing card on the streaming service DAZN in Boston, October 20th, but that is up in the air now that he failed an August 30th test in Sheffield, England, conducted by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, which is VADA, which was contracted to oversee drug testing for this bout. The test results were returned Wednesday, and VADA president Dr. Margaret Goodman notified the parties involved in a letter obtained by ESPN. And it says, quote, "The results of the analysis are as follows. Adverse. Urine specimen number whatever, 424, we'll just summarize it. Oxyliofren detected. Note the following is also contained on a laboratory report. Opinions. Oxyliofren may have resulted from the administration of ephedrine which was also detected, but below the decision limit of 11 milliliters or whatnot. So he also had something else in his system, according to VADA's report that was sent and ESPN got a copy of. He also had something else, but the amount was a smaller amount, so they're just, I guess, citing him for what was over the regular amount. You guys get that? So let me read that again. Oxaliofren detected. Note the following is also contained on the laboratory report. Opinions. Oxaliofren may have resulted from the administration of ephedrine, which was also detected, but it was below the decision limit of 11 UG/milliliters. The estimated concentration of ephedrine, is 4.6. So he had that in his system as well. But, they're citing him for, I guess, what showed up more detectable, higher amounts. Saunders has the option to have his B sample tested at his own expense, meaning he has to pay for it. If he wants his B sample tested to see if it was contaminated, see if there was an error, made, because they collect more than one vial, Whether the fight, this is what ESPN is saying, whether the fight is canceled, hold on, let me turn this beat down. Whether the fight is canceled will ultimately be up to Massachusetts State Athletic Commission, which would have to license Saunders for the bout to take place. There is an October 8th commission meeting scheduled to decide the matter. So they're going to have a hearing. Matchroom Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn, who promotes Andrade and is promoting the fight after making a deal with Saunders promoter Frank Warren to bring England's Saunders to Boston, not too far from Andrade's hometown of Rhode Island, said whatever happens with Saunders and the Massachusetts Commission, the show will go on. So basically Eddie Hearn is saying they're not going to cancel the whole show. We don't know what's going to happen with Billy Joe, but the whole show won't get canceled. Quote, Billy Joe will apply for a license in Massachusetts, and they will have to make the decision if he is allowed to box, Eddie Hearn told ESPN. Quote, the most important thing is that Demetrius Andrade fights for the world title on October 20th. If Billy Joe Saunders is ruled out and stripped of the title, we will be looking to make a fight for the vacant world title. Hearn said that Andrade will fight in the main event, be it against Saunders or another opponent for the vacant title, or a non-title fight if a vacant title bout can't be arranged on such short notice. So Hearn is telling you, we're still keeping the show. We invested all this money, got the venue on lock, so there will be a boxing card. Andrade's going to either fight, if he's approved to fight, Billy Joe Saunders. If Billy Joe gets stripped, then they're going to press to try to fight for the vacant title. And if they, can't make the decision because it's less than a month away, for a vacant title, and they can't arrange to have Billy Joe Saunders versus the next, available number 2, 3 guy, then they're going to fight Saunders or Billy Joe against somebody. Which we'll get to that in a second, but it's not looking good because Canelo and Triple G fought. Listen, I'll hold that part. Let me finish. If Billy Joe Saunders is stripped, we will do whatever we can to make sure Andrade is fighting for the vacant title on October 20th, Eddie Hearn said. Representatives for Saunders and Warren did not return messages from ESPN seeking comment. Right? The WBO president, whose belt Saunders holds, told ESPN that the sanctioning organization has received the drug test results but would not make any decisions regarding the belt until Massachusetts decides whether it will license Saunders. If he doesn't get licensed, we will strip him. You guys see that? If he was abusive, you had to kill his ass. It says if he doesn't get licensed, we will strip him. Meaning, if you mess this up and your fight doesn't happen, right? Hey, do we have any shooters in the building? Do we? We got some UK motherfucker named Ronnie going crazy. He mad at me because I'm reporting. Hold on, let me get this bum out of here. How y'all? You see him doing. Listen, they want new media to feel so bad. They try to change the narrative because I'm going over everything. He's leaving 10 messages trying to distract people. I'm just going over an ESPN article. He got clapped. You see how they try to do to distract?
Finish him.
Anyway, WBO Prez said if he doesn't get licensed, we will strip him. If he gets licensed, we will still investigate the doping and at the time determine if we will sanction the fight. So, not really sounding good. It says, though Saunders failed a VADA test, he will not face any punishment from the British Boxing Board of Control, which regulates boxing in the United Kingdom, because axial frin is only banned in the UK in competition, which the British Boxing Board of Control defines as being the day of the fight. Right? So ESPN actually did a responsible job, and actually they're covering all their bases, which we're going to get to. Says Mr. Saunders is not in breach of British Boxing Board of Control, United Kingdom, basically UKAD, right? Blah, blah, blah. In addition, Mr. Saunders has been tested a number of times in 2018, all negative. His last out-of-competition test by UKAD was on 24th of September, and I will advise of the result when it is made available. However, Saunders could still face punishment from Massachusetts because axial frin is banned under VADA rules in and out of competition. The failed drug test is Saunders' second outside of the ring issue this week. The BBBOC fined him £100 for bringing boxing into disrepute after he posted a video on social media which he appeared to offer a woman drugs in exchange for a sexual act. David Lemieux lashed out on Saunders on social media after hearing about this positive test results. You dirty, cheating scumbag. You're not only a miserable human being, but you're also a dirty, cheap, cheating, rotten pussy. I guess they put a K at the end. Hashtag Billy Joe Saunders. You should be banned from boxing, he wrote. Andrade, U.S. Olympian, former two-time junior middleweight world titleist who will be having his first fight since signing with Hearn, has not boxed, etc. That's where we're at with it. So I just went over everything with you guys, right? That's where this is at. Okay. Smash the like button. Billy Joe Saunders has issued a statement on his verified page. On his Instagram or whatever. He issued a statement. But the thing is, his this is what people don't understand. Y'all want me to pull up Billy Joe Saunders' statement, or you want me to just read it? Because I could just read it, but let me just read it. It's faster. You guys can go to his Instagram, Saunders Billy Joe, right? This is the thing, and then I'll give my thoughts. So he posted this. This is on Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders statement. Following reports of an adverse analytical finding in a test carried out by VADA on WBO world champion Billy Joe Saunders, we can confirm that the product concerned is permitted to be used, quote, out of competition by UKAD, in line with the regulations of World Doping Agency, WADA. For the avoidance of doubt, the product in question was a common, it got cut off. It says the British Boxing Board of Control, under whose jurisdiction Billy Joe Saunders is licensed, are affiliated only to UKAD WADA. Today, the BBBOC have confirmed that Mr. Saunders is not in breach of UKAD anti-doping regulations, as is therefore in good standing and is licensed to box and defend his world title on October 20th. Mr. Saunders has been tested a number of times, and I just read that part on ESPN. But check this out. He says Frank Warren, BBOC, clean to the bone. Thank you for the support. Stay blessed. Okay, let's break down what's going on right now. You still tested positive for something. That's fact. You have this thing in your system. Now, what they're trying to do is say in the UK, it's banned, right? It's banned only the night of the fight. If you test positive for this the night of the fight, this oxyofillarine or whatever it's called is banned. So if you fight David Lemieux and they do a test after the fight and then it shows that you have this oxyfilarin or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his clinical name. You know, if you have this shit in your system, then you would get in trouble with the BBOC. But other than that, the UK is saying you could take whatever this is, which is a stimulant to help your endurance, from what I'm hearing, right? You still failed. You're not boxing in the UK. You're trying to box. See, you know, that doesn't make you, he's saying clean to the bone, but that don't make you clean because you still failed for something in the region in which you were actually fighting. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're fighting, you're supposed to be fighting Demetrius Andrade in the state of Massachusetts, in Boston, right? So by you being in compliance with a sometimes rule in the UK, that doesn't make you fit to box in America when this shit is banned. That's the problem here. You know, he said I'm clean as a bone, but that doesn't make you clean, actually. Just because you actually failed a drug test. You know, just because they allow you to use it out of competition in the UK, you're not fighting in the UK. So I don't understand what he's saying, to be honest. Like, it doesn't make sense. Now, if he was fighting against that Wolverine dude in the UK, then I guess everything would be good. But you're not. You're trying to get a license in America, and it just so happens that in America they said you can't have this in your system. You get what I'm saying? So, terrible look, man. Terrible look for Billy Joe Saunders. Here. New media. I just do the work and let you guys see it. I don't know shit about oxy. I don't even know how to pronounce it fully. You know, but here, there, new media. We get to the bottom of it. We try to see what's bracking. Oxyliofrin, those are the alternate names, is a stimulant drug and is an amphetamine chemically related to ephedrine and synephrine, right? It says Tyson Gay ban. What is oxyfilarin? Tyson Gay, the two fastest sprinters in the world, tested positive for the banned amphetamine. So so Tyson Gay, so runners have tested positive for this too, you know? And now Billy Joe Saunders. Bro, if runners are taking this, hell nah, bro. Listen, I don't get on here and start pointing the finger unless I have, unless I have like some information. You tested positive and they have runners taking this stuff, then it definitely is probably something for your endurance to help you, like EPO or something should help you keep going. That don't sound like no fair competition type shit. But we gonna just keep, new media style. We gonna keep looking at it. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We trying to get to the bottom of this shit. Shout out to Ronald Finkley, $5 super chat. He said, shout out to Boxingego, LDBC. It's what we do. Shout out to Mike B, $5 super chat. Billy Joe Saunders still up on Letterman's scorecard, even with no fight. Wow. Hashtag new media. You never let us real fans down, Ego. Shout out to Mike B. So here's more information about this fucking drug shit. Oxyfilarin is currently a WADA prohibited substance when used in competition. It is an ingredient found in some dietary supplements. Publicized cases. Brazilian cyclist was suspended for 2 years after taking a supplement known as Hyperdrive, which contained a chemical equivalent. Her sentence was eventually reduced to 18 months. July 14th, Jamaican runners Asafa Powell and Sharon Simpson tested positive for Oxy. I'm just going to say Oxy. Prior to the 2013 World Athletics, Powell, however, maintained that he did not take any banned supplements knowingly or willfully. Powell voluntarily withdrew as a result of the test. April 2014, both athletes received an 18-month suspension from competing, which was set to expire in December. However, after appealing to the court, both athletes' suspensions were lifted early. Chicago White Sox pitching prospect was suspended without pay for 50 games after testing positive for oxyolofrin, which is a banned substance under the Minor League Drug Prevention and Treatment Program. Kopech denied knowingly taking it. You know, it's not looking good, people. You guys say whatever the fuck you want, but this doesn't look good. Jamaican sprinter slapped with 18-month ban. I mean, it's not a good look because, I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to see why it's not a good look. It sounds like something that's, okay, if it's banned in cycling, it's banned in running, it's banned in Major League Baseball, I mean, I don't see how this is going to have the positive outcome for Billy Joe Saunders in terms of, like, you know, I don't know. We see strange things happen in boxing all the time, but it looks shaky, baby. You know, and this is the thing. Billy Joe Saunders is not denying that he took it. He's not denying his scapegoat or whatever. His rationale is, hey, according to the BBOC, they let you take it out of competition. But that doesn't really matter because that's the jurisdiction of the UK. Like, let's say I'm from Mexico. Here's an example. You know, I'm the king of analogies. Let's say I'm from Mexico, right? And they allow 13 or 14-year-old kids to buy and drink alcohol. That might be the law of the land in Mexico. But if I'm a parent and then I'm in the US in California and they find out that I'm buying my kid, you know, who's 13 or 14, alcohol, then what does that mean? You know, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm from Mexico. This is how we get down. But you're not in Mexico right now. So you can't, do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of places that let you do certain shit that's acceptable. Like, but you couldn't do it in other countries. You know what I'm saying? So that to me, that's not really a strong excuse because you knew you were boxing in the States. You know, you can't be from Mexico and say, hey, this is how we get down. You know, like in Mexico, you know, shout out to Mexico, but there's different rules of the land. Police might fuck around and like rob you, you know, a police. But, you know, in America, you in New York, the police could get sued if they fuck around and pull you over for no reason and rob you. In Mexico, you know, it's a whole different set of rules. You know, the police might do whatever the fuck they want, or in Brazil or wherever. So that, to me, that's not really a good excuse in my opinion, because you're not denying you had this in. Your only saving grace is that it's not banned in the UK, but you're not fighting in the UK. So I don't see how this fight's gonna continue. You know, I really don't. How's the fight gonna continue? How's the fight gonna continue if the region in which you were supposed to fight has banned it? Do you get what I'm saying? If it'd be different, maybe if Andrade, because Billy Joe Saunders is the WBO title holder as of right now. If he was fighting in the UK and then the rules in the UK, that would be a little bit of gray area because, like, oh, he didn't break any UK rules, but you weren't trying to fight in the UK. So you have to know the law of the land of where you're going to fight. You know, that's like, I mean, to me, like I said, it's a weak excuse. Here's another example. Okay, Abel Sanchez was complaining about Canelo's hand wraps, right? He's like, oh, yeah, you can't do that. I'm in Big Bear and we fight at the Stub Hub. This ain't the Stub Hub. You fighting in Nevada. Nevada has its own situation. Nevada said Canelo could wrap his hands like that. We don't care. We allow that. So fuck what California talking about. In Nevada, we get down with them stack hand wraps or whatever Abel was talking about. You get what I'm saying? So it really is pertinent, and it pertains to where you're at. The hand wrapping method is legal in Nevada. So if Canelo's fighting Golovkin in Nevada and Golovkin's complaining because back at home or when he's at the StubHub, you're not allowed to, because the California Commission, you're not allowed to wrap your hands like that. You're not fighting Canelo in California, you know? So you have to abide by the rule set of that sanctioning body. Same thing with New York. New York has a lot of crazy rules and different shit with the athletic commission. Like, you ever see a fight, like when Tank Davis was beating up on Jose Pedraza, they kept checking on him in the middle. You know, Nevada, California, they don't really be tripping at, like, they're not trying to see people mortally wounded, but they're not bugging out. But that's different because Nevada, they got sued. The state of New York got sued by Magomed Abdusalamov, you know, and they lost like millions of dollars, like double-digit millions, paying out his family because now he can no longer compete, you know, and he'll never be the same, you know. It's like brain tissue and stuff was permanently scarred, you know, and he's not the same person he once was before he fought Mike Perez. Apparently it's a very low level and it was in a nasal spray. I mean, I don't know where'd you, okay, hold on. Run DNC, where did you get this information? I'm not saying that's true or not, but I need to know where you guys see. You notice how every time I cite my sources, so who told you it was in a nasal spray? I know what Billy Joe Saunders posted. We just went it. So hold on. Run DNC. Frank Warren has issued a statement. Okay, so how did you see it? Because I just seen half a statement on Billy Joe's page. Frank Warren's Instagram says it was nasal spray. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I'm just trying to see what you guys are talking about. Because we gotta leave no stone unturned. For the avoidance of doubt, the product in question was a common decongestant nasal spray. So that's what he's saying. Here's Frank Warren's statement. Go to Frank Warren's page. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. You guys bitched about Canelo, but now accept his explanation. See, this is what I'm saying. This game is twisted. They wanted Canelo strung up, but then now his nasal. So Canelo's meat taco explanation, that wasn't good enough, even though there's documented cases. I don't know about this drug. Like, you know, I never heard of no nasal spray that will make you fail a drug test for a banned substance. You know, I don't know. I don't know all that. I'm not a chemist or, you know, one of these Mimos and Ariza. I don't know about all that, but, you know, it's just crazy, man. This whole thing. Either way, this is getting crazy, man. And see, according to the ESPN report, he had two different components in it. So this nasal spray has all of that. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, at this rate, I don't know. This is crazy. Like, drug test me. I'll do a live vlog. I won't have anything. You're not gonna find coke, weed. You know, you might find like some Sprite or something. You know, Sprite might be in coffee. You know, if that stuff comes up. But like, that's why it's kind of hard to believe. I promise. I know. And I be going out to eat. I be traveling. And I guarantee you I ain't got nothing in my system. And, you know, you ain't gonna find no STDs. You ain't gonna find, like, my shit. We working. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just getting crazy because now that's the latest thing. So if, put it this way, who fails a drug test and comes clean? You know, Like 99% of the people who have been under the Cannon Briggs is like one of the only people I can even think of recently where he's like, yeah, I did that, champ. You know, no one's admitting it. You know, everyone has a clever, oh, it's in the nasal spray. How we know you took the nasal spray? Where's the receipt for the nasal? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting crazy because now even if you fail, then you could say, oh, I ate the meat, motherfucker. It was in my taco. You know, and what are we gonna have you throw up in a wastebasket and look through your stomach linings? You know, it's getting crazy because it's like even if you fail, nobody's admitting to it. Nobody's like, damn, y'all got me. Man, I don't know what I was thinking. So, you know, all this shit is in question now. Canelo's Taco Tuesday or whatever the fuck he was doing. Billy Joe Saunders. You know, people don't know. Why didn't Demetrius Andrade have the nasal spray? You know, so Boo Boo never get congested. He never got a stuffy nose. Why he don't have it? You know, y'all got to make this stuff make sense. You know, why Andre Ward didn't have the... Listen, I went to Andre Ward's gym one time when he was sick. He was working out when he was sick. I could see because, you know, he had sniffles and shit. Why he ain't fell for this auxilio friend and all this shit? You know, why Floyd didn't have no auxilio friend? You know, Crawford, like, none of these motherfuckers got stuffy noses and allergies, you know? So, it ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling. All we know is you have something you weren't supposed to have in your system. You know, I can... Listen, once you caught with whatever, I mean, you could, like, let's say I got caught and they was like, oh shit, Ego had cocaine in his system. And I was like, man, I bought a cigarette from a dude. He just got out of prison. Sometimes they lace a cigarette in prison with a little cocaine. I didn't know. I thought it was, man, this cigarette weed. Like, you know, there's always going to be something you could just throw out. It's like no one's fessing up. Nobody wants their reputation like, yeah, motherfucker, I did it, strip me. So, you never know. Ego, have you read Warren's statement? The level of the drug was very low. I don't care. Unlikely he intentionally cheated. The drug had some mad negative side effects. Bottom line is this. So, where do we draw the line? Billy Joe Saunders talks shit about Canelo, and now he's embroiled and caught up in a situation where he failed a drug test, and now he got to explain his convenient reason why he had something that was banned in his system. Meanwhile, Floyd, for 20 years, I don't ever recall a situation where he had oxyliofren and meldonium and all this ostarine in his drug test. Do you get what I'm saying? So, how do we as boxing fans, I don't know what the fuck these fighters is doing, but at this point as a fan, how do we police this? If you don't like Canelo for whatever reason, so you said, man, fuck them tacos didn't have that, you was cheating. How you gonna just say Canelo was cheating? Paulie Malignaggi flipped the lid and was like, Canelo was cheating. If you believe he wasn't dirty and you didn't know it, then you stupid. So, but Billy Joe, you know, he had allergies, so we got to just run with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we draw the line in the sand? Like, how do we know what's what then? You know, Luis Ortiz failed 2 drug tests. It was his heart. You know, man, fucking bad heart. I got blood pressure. You know, what? So we might as well just unban all drugs and just have a fucking Mortal Kombat, you know, Royal Rumble. Because according to you guys, you just pick and choose who you accept the excuse from. Luis Ortiz, nah, man, he was cheating. I know these Cubans, he was cheating. But then Billy Joe, it was his nasal spray. He used Visine for a clear eye, you know, all this. But then Canelo, you didn't accept his meat excuse. So which one is it? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, as fans, we don't know what. All I know is he had something that wasn't in his system. I don't know what he was doing. I know he's in good shape right now. I know, based on reading that, cyclists and runners have had that same shit. You know, why won't, if you drug test me right now, if you guys pay for it, do some super chats right now, I'll contact VADA and they could take whenever they want. For the rest of the year, they can drug test me. Whenever. You know, the only thing they might find is alcohol. And that, you know, I don't think that's illegal to not have alcohol when you're over 21. You know, you guys pay for it. I'll do a drug test. We'll do, as long as y'all are paying for it, I'll do year-round drug testing for my YouTube channel. Because I'm not paying for it. I already know I'm clean. You know what I mean? But if y'all pay for it, I'll do VADA testing. Fuck it. I'll lead by example. Y'all pay for it, I'll check. They can test me whenever. I'm at a fight. I'm in the latrine, you know, taking a shit, taking a piss. You know, they can come and drug test. It might smell, you know, get some Glade. Plug it in, you know. You ain't boxing, bro. Why you need round testing? To prove a point. It don't matter if I'm boxing. I'm just saying the point is I'm willing to do it because I know I don't have nothing in my system. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. It's not that I'm competing. It's that I can go year round and not have no weird clenbuterols and meldonium and aluminum foil, Reynolds wrap, and have all this shit in my system. That's the point. And my point is this. So Lucas Brown cheats. He has something in his system. Luis Ortiz, Canelo, he blames the taco. Most people aren't admitting, saying, hey, I did it. Sorry, I let everyone down. You know, Mia St. John admitted it years after she's not even fighting anymore. But most people during their career aren't saying like, yeah, man, I'm on that shit. I was trying to cheat for Demetrius Andrade. So again, why do we blast Canelo or Luis Ortiz or whoever, but then people are content with like, oh, it's nasal spray? You know, where's the double standard end? You know, that's like you being like, oh, fucking Bill Cosby, piece of shit. He's gonna rape our beautiful women, and then Victor Ortiz catch a case, and let's say evidence come out, and you're like, oh man, she had that coming. What? I thought you don't like rape. Rape is rape. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad like Bill Cosby and Weinstein and Russell Simmons. You know, Bill, he wanted, you know, he was doing his thing. Bitch, I would like to talk about the pudding and put the pudding pop in the pudding in the booty. It's not about butthole pleasures, you see, you know. So when Bill does it, you're like, oh, fuck him. Bill, fucking sweater wearing motherfucker, you know. But then Victor Ortiz catch a case and you're like, oh, Vic, you know, she was playing hard to get. You know, that's the equivalent of what people do with this drug shit, you know. When Bill raped somebody, he said West Coast Productions, you see the Spanish Fly, see part 56, you know. Bill Cosby, let him go maney then. You know, if that's what you condone, if it's all about having a convenient alibi and excuse, then let Bill do it too. You know, don't justify when Rob Lowe's with a minor, you know what I'm saying? And then R. Kelly, you mad at him. They both was with minors. What you talking about? Meanwhile, people like me, you don't have to worry about that. I don't have no rape case. I don't have no ego was with no minor. You know, you better show me some ID at this bitch. So it's like, it's just pure hypocrisy. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, point blank, he got on Canelo's ass, said ban him for life. Now you in the midst of a controversy with something in your system that truly weren't supposed to have. And y'all talking about it's just a low level. Canelo's meat was a low level, you know? Fuck it. Like, if we're going to accept it for one, what's good for one is good for the bunch, period. That's my whole point. You know, this is not a personal attack on Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know him. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But I'm just saying, as fans, y'all accept certain shit. So if your standard is to accept a rapist, then accept all rapists. Don't just be like Bill Cosby's he needs to be locked in a slammer, and then other people got rape cases, and then you're like, hey, but that was different. Remember, like on Friday, he was like, man, why y'all try to help me with Debo? He's like, what about the time you try to choke me in smoke backyard? Oh, and that was different. Man, my grandmama gave me that chain. Fuck y'all. You know? Oh, that was different. Y'all a bunch of, oh, that was different sounding motherfuckers. You know? Oh, that was different. That was a nasal spray. Oh, it was a low level. Okay. Was Canelo's clenbuterol through the roof? Was Luis Ortiz's fucking heart medicine or whatever, was that through the roof? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to decide what are we gonna do. Man, my grandmama gave that chain. Fuck y'all. We got to decide what we're gonna do. Like, are we just gonna accept like reasonings, or are we gonna try to advocate for a clean sport? And it's not happening to everybody. It's not like everybody's getting busted for this one thing, and it's like, contaminated Squeeze-It bottles, and you drink a juice box and have this shit in. If you're looking at supplements, I know for a fact Andre Ward, and I don't know if this is public knowledge, so hopefully they don't get mad for me saying this, but I know for a fact that Andre Ward actually pays like money out to make sure, if he is taking supplementation, that it's on the up and up. That's why he hasn't failed no drug test. He knows the Olympic, he's gold medalist. He knows the protocol. You get what I'm saying? So when you're in $1 million plus fight, you're in the big fights, and you notice that a lot of these people are failing drug tests. They're in high profile fights. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in high profile fights, it's kind of like you're making some type of money, because it's not like two little cats fought and no one knows them. Shout out to Sir 47M, $5 super chat. HBO dying, Billy Joe Saunders taking Clem to the 10th power. Good info as always. Eagle Army, Eagle New Media. Like I said, it's not even about just Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know what the fuck any of these dudes is doing. Straight up. I don't know what Canelo doing. I don't know what Billy Joe, I don't know. All I know is what's being reported and what is being found out in your system. Period. So it's just like, how do we know who's doing what then? Unless we, like, it's like I gotta see a needle sticking out somebody's ass. Because other than that, nobody's admitting it. They have something and they always have an excuse why it was, I ate some tacos, I ate some pussy. That's gonna be the next excuse. Somebody, man, I was eating my girl out. I don't know how this fucking clenbuterol got in my system. Last thing I ate was I ate my chicken. I got a yeast infection. I got yeast in my system. Like, what are y'all talking about, man? Real talk, man. Everybody got something, Like I said, drug test me year round. I don't give a fuck. Like, look, hard body, year round. And wait till I get back in real shape. Y'all gonna think I'm on something. I'm not even working out yet. Wait till I start working out. I'll be like, man, I ate that chocha, man. They had that meldonium in it. She had that snapback in it. Like, what's that snapback? Snap that pussy, man. Snap. Yeah. What is it, man? Billy Joe Saunders had some bad fish and thiz. Hey, y'all tripping. I'm from the Bay, so you already know about that thiz, right? Shout out to Sura 47. He said Canelo samples was consistent with meat contamination as well. That's what I'm saying. So how do we know who was doing it to cheat and who got a victim of nasal spray and tacos and shit? That's all I'm saying. I don't know what none of these motherfuckers is doing, but it's in your system. That's all I do know. Period. Yeah, Bay Area, man. You feel? So either way, it doesn't look good, because now people, I want some tacos too. I'm about to go get some clean in my shit. Drug test me. I'm gonna be like Will Smith and Ali. Isn't this a perfect specimen of a man? I'm about to get on my shit and really make these haters mad. Let's get it. Canelo took a suspension like a champ, and Billy Joe Saunders was like, ban him for life. Now you in the midst of a similar controversy, a big fight everyone's looking forward to, and you got some shit that and see, this is the thing that's suspect about this oxyfrillin or whatever it's called. Is why is the UK ban it only in competition? Like, so you could just be taking it in your personal life. You could just be like, yeah, load me up. But it only, unless on the fight night you have it in your system still. That's suspect to me. Shout out to Eric W. He said, Vallejo to sack, bro. Let's get it. 707 to the 916. Y'all don't know about these NorCal boys, man. We about to get it. I'm putting on for North California. I told you I put the California on my back. I put NorCal on my back. Let's get it. Shout out to Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz looking like he in shape. Nate Diaz told y'all a long time ago, all these motherfuckers on something. Shout out to the 916 Sacktown. I ain't got nothing else to say. I don't know what these motherfuckers is doing. I don't know who's on what, but I mean, we got to decide as people. Where's the how can we not believe Canelo, but we could believe Billy Joe Saunders? What's the difference? They both have light pigment, you know, they both are in the same division. So, you know, how do we know? Why is the taco out of the question, but the nasal spray and low elements of low, you know, it's just whatever. HBO out of boxing, new media. That's the other thing. They waved the white flag. HBO said, damn, new media got us, man. Showtime got us, you know. So they had to bow out. I seen it coming, straight up. I really did. I'm about to get some tacos, though. I might come back, but y'all smash the like button. Be good. Be good to each other. I'm just ready for that Creed 2. Shit, they about to fail a drug test at this rate. You know, Creed might fuck around and fail. Fucking Drago's pops was cheating in the movie, so, you know, Ivan Jr., he might be on something. The black channel. And you know the funny thing, they always say like the black channels and black scared blacks and running blacks, and then it's not always just blacks that are getting caught with the banned substance. I'm not saying it don't happen, but hey, they'll be like, why do black people all do Peds? Like, what kind of statement is that? And then Canelo failed, Billy Joe Saunders failed, Manuel Char fails, you know, all non-black. Lucas Brown fails, okay. Erkan Tepper fails. But then they push this narrative like, why do you blacks like to cheat so much? Y'all already know what it is. New media. Y'all know the wave. I'm about to get some tacos for real. But Vada, listen, if y'all pay, Vada can see me. I'm trying to see Vada. It don't matter. Anytime. Smash the like button. We working, people.